Before we get into the content, I would like to briefly introduce the non-profit organization that we choose to present. Save the Children is a global organization that helps children around the world. It provides protection and other services to make their life better. The three services we are going to present are make a donation, become a monthly donor, and volunteer. Then, we divide into different segmentation and analyze which pricing approach that they use.
So, what are the products and services offered by Save the Children? Firstly, you have Make a Donation, where donors are able to donate any amount of money they wish to save the children. Next, you have Become a Monthly Donor, where donors are able to donate any amount they wish in installments in any amount of months to save the children. And lastly, you have Volunteer, where volunteers can raise funds for Save the Children by participating in events such as the Lifetime Chicago Triathlon,
where every child's rights are realized. Changing a life lasts a lifetime.
Save the Children.
I'll introduce the segmentation-based variables of Make a Donation. Firstly is the demographic segmentation. People from both younger and older people can be the donor for making a donation. Females were found to donate frequently. The marital status of donors are usually married and have children at home. However, the education level of donors does not affect them to donate, but the income level does. People that gain higher income are more involved in donation. Then, the psychographic segmentation. The donors were influenced by their parents and share the same family values which motivate them to donate. Personal satisfaction is also one of the factors. Donors usually found out to feel happy through donation. People that are more empathic are others-oriented and want to help other people to reduce their distress, which leads them to donate. Furthermore, in the behavioral segmentation, people that have donated before or have donation history will motivate them to donate again. The donors were found to believe that they will get return while they make a donation. Lastly is the geographic segmentation. Whether the country is developed or developing did not become the variable to affect the donation decision.
Next is Become a Monthly Donor. For demographic segmentation, the targeted age group is older age groups between the ages of 33 to 48, although younger donors such as millennials and Gen Zs are more likely to support children and youth development organizations. However, according to Katarina 2003, the older age groups are more likely to become monthly donors because younger donors are more likely to feel overwhelmed, and this is linked to lower giving. Next, the targeted gender is female. According to Revealing the Voice of Donor in Philanthropic Giving 2016, females are more likely to think everyone should be giving more but find themselves constrained and feeling guilty about the amount that they give. The following targeted variable will be the people who have higher income. Donors earning more are either more likely to feel responsibility to give, that giving is central to their lives, that it's important to give back, or that their giving makes a difference compared with donors earning less. For psychographic segmentation, it includes motivations and attitudes. As stated by D'Agasperi and Menendez 2017, a motivation factor such as leadership influences is in some way linked to the act of giving by the desire to repeat the behavior of some special person. This person can be an idol, a famous person, or an admirable leader. According to research, people are more motivated to donate money by having rich, famous, or respected individuals as their leaders and donors, since ordinary people can feel a special affection for a celebrity and become more willing to give. This motivation may also arise with seasonal effects at certain times of the year, such as in the third quarter, for example, in which many people become more sensitive to donations of money because these are periods in which there are several donations campaigns and consequently many people donating. An attitude of trust can be generated in donors by the level of credibility of the organization, possibly by the way it works its image before society, including by means of its leadership. According to D'Agasperi and Menendez 2017 study, it concluded that in addition to trust in the organization, individuals need to have social trust, as if it were a broader level of trust that involved the process of accreditation of society toward their own country. In this regard, trust factor can be considered an important external factor that favors the consistent of donation of money. Lastly, behavioral segmentation includes variables such as benefit sorts, loyalty, and website usage. In benefit sorts, an individual makes donations when they realize that they will be benefited in some way. Individuals' egoistic motives or altruistic motives, whether by saving on the total value being donated or even by receiving a spiritual benefit, as can occur when the motivation of the individual is of a religious nature. The study by Dagesbury and Minorities 2017 had already addressed that people start donating in exchange for spiritual benefits or to receive eternal salvation. Monthly donors are loyal donors. With reference to monthly donor metrics, every non-profession, no contents, no date, individuals who have implemented a monthly giving program report retaining up to 90% of their donors who stay with the organization an average of 10 years. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the shift towards a more digital world. People now shop online more frequently and rely on the internet more for news, health-related information, and digital entertainment. Based on Sher and Handy 2012 research, the use of online platforms for donations has grown considerably in recent years. The results show a positive, significant relationship between people's willingness to donate money online. For these donors, a 1 unit increase in the measure of people's attitudes towards online organization results in a 70% increase in the odds that they donated money online through the online program. People who perceive the organization more positively were more likely to donate money online.
Hi everyone, I'm Li Wen and I'll be talking about volunteerism. Volunteerism in Save the Children can be segmented into four, which are geographic, demographic, psychographic, and behavioral. First, demographic. According to a study, an organization's most active volunteering members lays between the range of 36 to 55 years old. Those individuals are usually full-timers, highly educated, and some may be even retired. In terms of gender, women are more tend to volunteer, as they are the ones who give more care to parents and aging in-laws. Moreover, women have greater sense of family responsibility than men. It is also said that females which work part-time have more time to volunteer. Next, psychographic. For families which adopt the values such as giving back to society, they are more willing to volunteer and help those in need. Parents are the examples of kids, and thus, if parents have the love and passion in giving back to society and helping others, it will influence their kids to do the same. For lifestyle, it is individuals who share the same experiences. People who share the same experiences tend to volunteer and help those who are suffering from the same situation and issue. For individuals who are very codependent on friends, it is found that those with friends or know someone from the volunteer workforce does affect their choice of becoming a volunteer and active member. In behavioral, those who want to feel that they belong will volunteer more, as when they volunteer, they meet people with the same values, goals, interests, and also passions. Thus, they feel that they belong to a community. Moreover, the effort and passion that is put into the organization is appreciated and not taken for granted. It is also found that those who volunteer will have lesser depressive symptoms and higher life satisfaction. Lastly, geographic. In comparison with Western countries and Asian countries, volunteer workforce is higher in Western countries and lower in Asia and Africa. Moreover, Western countries with higher individualism, such as New Zealand, UK, USA, has higher levels of volunteerism.
For the segment of one-time donors, Save the Children uses the pricing method of pay-what-you-want pricing. Pay-what-you-want pricing is a relatively new pricing method and involves the social preferences of customers. As the name entails, pay-what-you-want pricing allows customers to choose how much they wish to pay for a particular product or service. It can be easily assumed that such a system will generate less profits than traditional means. However, according to Chen, customers will be mentally troubled if they pay less than the perceived value of the product, increasing the potential of raising funds, given that consumers are sufficiently knowledgeable. For Save the Children, they have a pay-what-you-want system in place, which allows donors to donate any amount starting from $3, also recommending amounts to donate and what that amount can buy for children in need, starting from $50. Price recommendations for pay-what-you-want pricing increases the average payments made as the suggested price increases. For this customer segment, they are people who are raised in a financially able environment, live in a developed country, and are therefore quite familiar with pricing. So having a sense of fair prices will be quite common. Furthermore, pay-what-you-want generates more profits when it is linked to charity. Hence, pay-what-you-want is a suitable pricing strategy for this market segment. For the segment of monthly donors, monthly donations follow the same pay-what-you-want pricing approach as one-time donations, with the only difference being that they pay the amount throughout a few months instead of in full. Save the Children allows donors to donate any amount more than $3 for however many months they wish. Due to the flexibility of Save the Children's donation amount for this service, it can be concluded that they use a pay-what-you-want pricing approach for monthly donors as well.
Volunteering, they use cost-benefit approach, which is a donation of time or money to produce certain goods and services that the donor values to further the recipient's well-being. Research suggests that volunteers receive private benefits such as increase in social capital from acquiring skills through volunteering, but vary depends on their attitude and the type of volunteering work they choose to do. For Save the Children, they offer and welcome all committed individuals to apply as their skilled volunteer and allow them to either participate in their sponsored event or create their own fundraiser for kids. There are a lot of run and triathlon events that are available for volunteers to take part in while raising funds to bring a better future for the children. One of the fundraiser events, Lifetime Chicago Triathlon, allow volunteers that join Team Save the Children to receive guaranteed entry. Participating in the event requires a $10 registration fee and a minimum of $500 from fundraiser. Volunteers can obtain great team swag to wear, invitation to race weekend team reception, and the funds that are generated allow all children to go to learn from a quality basic education, and no children die from preventable cause, and no violence against children. Armstrong stated that if people know what they need to do to receive a reward that's worthwhile the effort, motivation will be high. Therefore, from a cost-benefit pricing perspective, it will boost higher motivation for the volunteers in contributing for improve the condition for the other person without receiving any monetary compensation.
In conclusion, Save the Children organization is an organization that helps children around the world. It provides services such as donations and volunteer work. The activity of make a donation and volunteer work can be segmented into 4 segments, which are behavioral, psychographic, demographic, and geographic. For becoming a monthly donor, it can be segmented based on psychographic, demographic, and behavioral. The pricing strategy that is adapted by make a donation and becoming a monthly donor is pay what you want approach, and for volunteerism, it is the benefit cost approach. Thank you.